Hi, and welcome to our Fund the Trader interview series. Our guest today is Darius from Austria, who made 40,000 euros with scalping only GBPUSD. Do you want to know how he did it? Stay with us and we will cover everything. If you're interested in another success story like this, click here. Welcome, Darius Kalaman, all the way from Northern Austria, Metmach.
Yes, right.
Which is near to the German border, if I believe,
Yes.
or it's closer to the German border. We are also bordered with Austria. Hungary is bordered with Austria.
Yeah, I know.
So we are neighbors, and you have recently made $40,000 altogether trading with True Forex funds in the past 3 months.
Yeah.
So can you just walk us through about your path? How did you become a trader, and introduce yourself a little bit before we start on examining your account and knowing more about how do you trade on a day-to-day basis?
Sure. Well, basically, I've attended a higher technical school in Austria before. So I was like already in software engineering, and I think that was like for me a very big beneficial to further understand how trading works, because I was programming algorithms, and right now my trading style is to identify the central bank algorithm, how it works and so on. And I think that's like why I have a little bit better understanding of how software works and all these things, and especially when it comes to trading. And yeah, I was like at the school, but I've never finished school. I repeated the same class for 3 times because I was not really learning something. So it was for me always boring. I was not interested in all this stuff. And then I dropped out of school, and then I came across a guy who was making multi-level marketing about Forex. And I just believe that this is like my way to go to learn Forex, to start trading, to build up my own business. But I realized very soon that this path with multi-level marketing is not really the way to go. They have very poor Forex education. They've been only having the products of a signals and analysis channels, but just with standard strategies such as support and resistance, which worked at the beginning. That was fascinating me a lot, because I started Forex trading like in my first couple of days, and I made like on my first trade that I did, I made like $300 on a $600 account. And I was like, that's impossible that this can work, like just pressing here a few buttons, and that was like a signal. But I didn't realize at that moment that have been like 200 pips that I capitalized because of a news event at that day. But still I made like that money, and I was like, okay, cool, sounds nice, it will work. The next trade was gold, and it like smashed my whole account because it went like I don't know how many pips the other direction. But I understood that okay, this kind of thing kind of works, so I kept going. And I don't know how, but with all the signals at that time that I picked up, I made like out of $1,000 $18,000, and I was like crazy. But again, I've lost it after 2 days. Then the same process one more time, made out of $1,000 $30,000, lost it again after 2 days. And then I started to dig more into depth in this whole Forex matrix to understand supply, demand, smart money concepts, liquidity, and all these things. So yeah, that was kind of my journey. But yeah, it took me like 4 years now. So I'm now 4.5 years in this business.
And you use the broker account with high leverage or high trading volume to result with 30-80K profits?
Yeah. So it was like almost all my trades, almost full margin like that. So can't remember that precisely, but I know I've always had like the problem with the margin, because it was like I'm not about to blow my account. And I always had like on email, I got the notifications, hey, margin call, then immediately checking out the phone. How does the trade run? Should I close or not? And yeah.
And when did you get introduced to prop firms?
Well, prop firms, also quite at the beginning, I think around 1 to 2 years after I started trading. But I had like a very, very bad experience with prop firms at that time. So I ended up making profits, and on some accounts I received payouts, on some accounts I didn't receive payouts. At the end, this prop firm doesn't exist anymore. And then I said, okay, I don't want to touch prop firms anymore for that time. And then I started trading on my personal account the whole time. Then again, there was that one hype most recently with the arbitrage high frequency bot trading to pass your prop firms. Then I got back into prop firms at that time. Then again, very bad experience. And at the end, finally, I came to you and I was very impressed about your service, because for me, there are just a couple of prop firms where I would say they are good. And for me, like with true Forex funds, for now, really the best spreads, everything works pretty fine.
I can see you've only been trading us for 3 months, but since right now I know your background, you have quite a few years of knowledge. You immediately choose one of the highest account size, the 160,000 euro account, and then straight away to the funded program. By the way, you had some phase 1 accounts that you have lost previously. Can you tell me about how do you manage your trading psychology? Despite of losing some accounts, you come back stronger and you make funded profits, like you cashed out $40,000 over on a 3 months. So trading psychology is, I think it's important to take into consideration from a funded trader like you, who can give us practical advices.
Sure. So with the psychology, that's like, I would say, a pretty hard topic, because many people do not believe that this is that important. They always think that psychology is like, it goes hand in hand with the strategy. But at the end, I really believe that what will make your psychology very strong is by really getting experience with your strategy that you're trading, and you're starting getting the belief system in your strategy. And for me, it's like that. When I failed that one, phase 1 and so on, I knew it was just like that one day particularly, or these 2 days, because I went like with a very high risk very often, because I want to pass it very fast. When it comes to a funded account, I have a different approach, because I don't want really to lose that account. But when I have challenges, I just want to get them passed as quick as possible, because I don't want like to spend my time passing something where I do not get like a payout for that one specific time. So I'm just trying to pass them as fast as I can, because I know I get a profit split. So quick math, if you make like 10K and the account is around $800, I have like a few chances until this money is gone. So I have like that approach. For me, time is more valuable. So I'm trying to just go with much more speed in it. It's probably not an approach for everyone, because losing money and so on is, especially from a psychology side, probably a little bit hard. But for me, it's right now, I'm already that long in this business, and I know how I need to deal with that. And at the end, it's really just time, I would say, and the belief system that you create in your trading strategy. Because of course, if you have a good strategy and it works in every market phase, everything is all right. Still, there is one factor which you can never control, and that's yourself, because you will make failures. No matter how good you are, maybe after 10 years experience, you will get better, really good at a very high level, but still you will make failures, because we're human at the end. And that's something which you should use as an advantage and not as a disadvantage, because many people just believe, hey, it's so hard, blah, blah, blah. But at the end, just use the knowledge that, there's particularly 1 day or 2 days in a week where you can like make losses. And you know that if that day is gone, the next day you may make profit again. And if not the next day, then the other day. And there was like a very nice quote from the one founder of Alibaba, and he said like, people are always scared of going through such a time, and the luck is just 2 days will come in 2 days, and they die the evening before. And that's like super true, because you just need to like keep going and just respect the loss that you get and use it to come stronger out of it afterwards. I have my rules, which are not too difficult, I would say. Of course, it's like what I look for the whole time is liquidity. So my whole strategy is based on liquidity. I try to identify where the majority of the traders are losing, because at the end, what we need to understand that is the market runs based off confirmations. Like every system that we got out there, every institution and so on, they execute because of some reasons. So they have reasons, which are confirmations for us, like M1 break of structure, which is a very classic form of confirming an entry confirmation, for instance. And also me, I like to use this type of entry confirmation sometime. So for me, it's like that. I want to make like my decision, what I see on the charts, and try to understand at that particular situation where the majority of the traders are looking for the same. When the majority look for one thing, I try to tend to do the opposite, because then you got the confirmation for it, right? So every system goes into it, but then like the bigger bank is running for liquidity, so they will just hunt you. Maybe just going one movement below you, taking you out, go the opposite direction, which was your idea anyway. So it's very often like that, because that's what I realized through my whole journey, is that when I got my trades, and that's when I got more experience, is like I only failed because of a couple of pips, and I just didn't understood exactly why I failed because of that couple of pips. But at the end, it is because they go and run for you one more time to take your liquidity and all these things.
Stay tuned, because soon we will reveal Darius' unique way of trading. Until the next episode, happy trading! If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, be sure to hit the like button and leave your feedback in the comments below. For more success stories that can help you become a better trader, click here. If you're interested in our educational content, click here. And of course, if you don't want to miss out on any new videos, don't forget to subscribe here. See you in our next video.